Welcome, Vikings Nation. SKOL. It's your boy, Alex, here with the hottest Minnesota Vikings news straight from Egan. And trust me, this one's a roller coaster. Week 1 gave us a heart-pounding comeback against the Bears, but the latest roster moves are shaking things up big time. We've got injuries hitting key players, new faces stepping up, and a practice squad reload that's got everyone talking. What's the vibe in the fan base right now? Are you pumped or panicked? Let's dive into the chaos and break down what it means for our purple and gold. The big story: injuries are testing our depth early. Linebacker Blake Cashman, our defensive quarterback with the Green, got sidelined with a hamstring injury in that Chicago game. And running back Ty Chandler? Man, he played through a knee injury like a true Viking, returning that final kickoff from deep in the end zone to lock in the win. Both are now on injured reserve, and that's a tough pill to swallow. How do you think we'll fill these gaps? Drop your thoughts below as we unpack this. But hold up, the Vikings aren't sitting still. They've signed wide receiver Tim Jones and tight end Nick Vannett to the active roster, pulling them straight from the practice squad. Plus, they've added cornerback Tyreek Funderburk and linebacker Sione Takataki to the practice squad. These moves scream opportunity, but can these guys step up? Let's roll through each one, talk stats, and figure out how this reshapes our squad for the battles ahead. SKOL. Our Week 1 win was a statement. J.J. McCarthy leading a comeback for the ages against the Bears. But losing Blake Cashman hurts. He's not just a linebacker. He's the guy calling the shots on defense. That hamstring injury in Chicago means he's out for at least a few weeks, and replacing his leadership won't be easy. Vikings.com reported he pulled up chasing Caleb Williams, and an MRI confirmed it's serious. Who steps into that green dot role now? Cashman's absence leaves a gaping hole. He had 71 tackles in 2022 with the Texans, showing he's a tackling machine when healthy. Now, we're looking at guys like Eric Wilson or even rookie Dallas Turner to step up. Turner's got that first-round fire, but can he handle the play calling? What do you think? Should we lean on a vet or let the young gun shine? Let's hear it. The Vikings' defense is still stacked, but depth is being tested early. With Cashman out, our linebacker core needs to gel fast. We've got a tough schedule ahead, and teams will try to exploit this. Are you confident in our backups? Or is this a red flag for the season? Stay tuned as we shift to another big loss: Ty Chandler's injury, and what it means for our run game. Ty Chandler's grit in Week 1 was straight-up Viking. Despite a knee injury, he powered through, fielding a kickoff from 7 yards deep in the end zone to help seal the comeback. Vikings special teams coordinator Matt Daniels said Chandler didn't even report the injury until the second quarter. That's toughness. But now he's on IR and our backfield just got thinner. How big of a blow is this? Chandler's role as a change-of-pace back and returner was huge. Last season, he racked up 461 rushing yards, averaging 4.5 yards per carry. Without him, we're leaning on Aaron Jones and maybe Xavier Scott, who showed flashes in the preseason. Could this be Scott's breakout moment? Or do we need another move? What's your take, Vikings fans? The running game is critical for Kevin O'Connell's offense, especially with J.J. McCarthy settling in as QB. Losing Chandler's speed and versatility stings, but this team's built for resilience. Let's talk about how the Vikings are countering these injuries with some big-time signings next. Who's ready for Tim Jones to make some noise? Enter Tim Jones, Vikings Nation. The team signed this wide receiver off the practice squad to the 53-man roster, and he's got the potential to be a sneaky good addition. Jones, who spent 4 years with the Jaguars, caught 5 of 8 targets for 68 yards against the Patriots in the preseason, per Rotoballer. That's a team high. Is this guy our next secret weapon? Jones isn't just a receiver, he's a special teams stud. He's logged 648 snaps on special teams over the past 3 seasons, with 6 tackles and a fumble recovery. With Jordan Addison suspended for 3 games and Rondale Moore out for the season, Jones could see real offensive snaps. Do you think he's ready to step up alongside Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen? This move feels like a classic Kwesi Adofo-Mensah chess play: low risk, high reward. Jones was cut just a day before being signed to the active roster, per Vikings.com, showing how fast things move in the NFL. What's the ceiling for Jones in purple? Let's break down another new face next. Tight end Nick Vannett. Nick Vannett is back in the fold. Vikings fans. Signed to the 53-man roster from the practice squad, this 7-year vet brings experience and reliability. Vannett played all 17 games for the Chargers last season, hauling in 8 catches for 73 yards. He's not a flashy playmaker, but he's a solid blocker and a dependable target. How does he fit into our tight end room? With Josh Oliver missing practice in Week 1, Vannett's signing is timely. He's got 97 career receptions for 921 yards and 6 touchdowns, per NFL stats. His familiarity with the Vikings from the offseason gives him a head start. Could he be the glue that holds our offense together while we're banged up? What's your vibe on this move? Vannett's role might be understated, but don't sleep on him. A strong blocking tight end can open lanes for Aaron Jones and protect J.J. McCarthy. Plus, his veteran presence could steady the ship. Let's shift gears to the practice squad. Meet Tyreek Funderburk, a cornerback with serious upside. Vikings Nation. Say hello to Tyreek Funderburk. This 24-year-old cornerback just joined our practice squad, and he's got the resume to turn heads. Waived by the Buccaneers 2 weeks ago, Funderburk played 13 games as an undrafted rookie last year, racking up 14 tackles, a forced fumble, and a preseason interception, per Vikings.com. Is this guy our next defensive gem? Funderburk's college career was electric. 4 picks in 2023 at Appalachian State, 2 returned for touchdowns, and 7 interceptions at Richmond. With Jeff Okudah in concussion protocol, our cornerback depth is thin, and Funderburk could be a quick call-up. Do you think he's ready to ball out in the NFL? This signing screams opportunity. The Vikings secondary is talented but stretched, and Funderburk's ball-hawking skills could make him a fan favorite. What's the boldest prediction you've got for this young DB? Let's keep the momentum going with another practice squad addition. Sione Takitaki. Sione Takitaki is bringing veteran grit to the Vikings practice squad. This 30-year-old linebacker, a former third-round pick by the Browns, has 289 career tackles, 4 sacks, and 2 interceptions, including a pick-six in 2020. After a stint with the Patriots in 2024, he's now in purple, per Vikings.com. Can he step up and fill Blake Cashman's shoes? Takitaki's best season came in 2022 with 71 tackles in 12 games. He's versatile, having played multiple alignments at BYU, where he racked up 237 tackles and 14.5 sacks. His experience on special teams, 112 snaps last year, adds another layer. How do you see him contributing if he gets called up? With Cashman out, Takitaki's signing is a lifeline for our linebacker group. He's got the instincts and toughness to make an impact, but will he get the chance? Let's talk about how these moves fit into the bigger picture for our Week 2 prep. Vikings fans, what's got you fired up? Let's zoom out, Vikings Nation. These roster moves come after a wild Week 1 where J.J. McCarthy showed he's got ice in his veins, orchestrating a comeback against the Bears. But injuries to Cashman and Chandler are a gut check. The Vikings went 14-3 last season, per Wikipedia, and we're aiming to keep that momentum. Can we stay dominant with these setbacks? The signings of Tim Jones, Nick Vannett, Tyreek Funderburk, and Sione Takitaki show Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's proactive approach. Each player brings something unique: Jones' speed, Vannett's reliability, Funderburk's playmaking, and Takitaki's experience. Which of these moves has you most excited? Hit the comments. Week 2 is looming, and our depth is being tested early. With a tough NFC North slate ahead, these new faces could be the difference. Let's dive into how these changes impact our game plan against the next opponent. SKOL. Let's keep the faith. Vikings fans, let's talk special teams. Tim Jones and Sione Takitaki both have serious experience here, and with Ty Chandler out, that's huge. Jones has 648 special teams snaps over 3 seasons, while Takitaki logged 112 last year. Special teams can flip games. Remember Chandler's clutch return? Who's stepping up in his place? Xavier Scott, who outshined Chandler in the preseason, could take over as a returner. Isaiah Rodgers is another option, but with our cornerback room thin, Do we risk him? Special teams coordinator Matt Daniels has options, but the pressure's on. What's your take on our special teams outlook now? These signings give us flexibility, but it's all about execution. A muffed punt or a big return could decide a close game. Let's break down how our offense is shaping up with these new additions. Are you feeling confident in our depth? Offensively, the Vikings are still loaded, but injuries are forcing adjustments. Without Chandler, Aaron Jones will carry a heavier load. He signed a 2-year, $20 million deal this offseason per Wikipedia and had 814 rushing yards last year. Can he handle the extra carries, or do we need another back? Tim Jones and Nick Vannett add depth to our passing game. Jones' 68-yard preseason performance shows he can stretch the field, while Vannett's blocking will help in the trenches. With Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen leading the way, do we have enough firepower to keep defenses honest? What's your bold prediction for our offense? J.J. McCarthy's debut was electric, but he'll need all the help he can get. These new pieces could keep our offense humming, but it's about chemistry. Let's talk defense next. How are we holding up without Cashman? Defensively, losing Blake Cashman is a massive challenge. He's not just a tackler. He's the brain of the operation. Eric Wilson or Dallas Turner will likely take over, but neither has Cashman's experience calling plays. Turner had 8.5 sacks in college last year. Can he translate that to the NFL? Sione Takataki's addition to the practice squad is a safety net. His 289 career tackles and versatility make him a potential call-up if our linebackers struggle. With Brian Flores' aggressive scheme, we need playmakers. Who's your pick to step up at linebacker? The Vikings defense ranked in the top 10 last season, allowing 333.2 yards per game. Keeping that standard without Cashman will test our depth. Let's look at the secondary next. How does Tyreek Funderburk fit in? Our secondary is under pressure, Vikings Nation. Jeff Okudah's in concussion protocol, and we're down to just 4 healthy cornerbacks on the active roster. Tyreek Funderburk's practice squad signing is a lifeline. His 7 college interceptions show he's got a nose for the ball. Can he earn a spot on the 53-man roster? Byron Murphy Jr. and company held strong in Week 1, but depth is a concern. Fabian Moreau could be elevated if Okudah is out, but Funderburk's youth and upside are intriguing. What's the biggest challenge for our secondary right now? Drop your thoughts. With Harrison Smith also battling an illness, per the Vikings X-Post, our defensive backfield is stretched thin. Let's talk about how Kevin O'Connell is navigating these challenges as we head into Week 2. Kevin O'Connell's leadership is shining, Vikings fans. After a 14-3 season, he's got this team ready to fight through adversity. His calm demeanor in the Week 1 comeback was clutch, per MinnesotaSportsFan.com. But with injuries piling up, how's he keeping the ship steady? O'Connell's trust in his depth players, like Jones, Vannett, Funderburk, and Takataki, shows his confidence in Kwesi's roster building. He's also got J.J. McCarthy playing with poise beyond his years. What's the one thing you love most about KOC's coaching style? Week 2 prep is in full swing, and O'Connell's game plan will be key. Let's look at how these roster moves set us up for the next challenge. Are we ready to dominate the NFC North again? SKOL. Vikings Nation, let's talk big picture. These moves, signing Jones and Vannett, adding Funderburk and Takataki, show we're not backing down. The NFC North is a gauntlet, with the Lions and Packers lurking. Can our new guys help us stay atop the division? Last season's 14-3 record set a high bar, and we're 1-0 to start 2025. But injuries to Cashman and Chandler test our depth early. With a tough schedule ahead, which new player do you think makes the biggest impact? Hit the comments. The Vikings front office is playing chess, not checkers. These signings are about staying flexible and competitive. Let's wrap up with a look at what's next and how you can join the conversation. Week 2 is coming, and the Vikings are gearing up for another battle. With Tim Jones and Nick Vannett on the active roster, plus Funderburk and Takataki waiting in the wings, we've got fresh blood ready to make noise. What's your prediction for our next game? Will J.J. McCarthy keep the magic going? The injury bug hit us hard, but this team's built for resilience. From Aaron Jones' power to Justin Jefferson's dazzle, we've got the tools to keep winning. Who's your MVP so far this season? Let's hear it, Vikings Nation. That's all for now, but we're just getting started. Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more Vikings news updates. Share this with your fellow SKOL fans, and let's keep the purple pride alive. Until next time, SKOL Vikings.